first set trainer in your first game, but the main focus and just the next week, ano kayo nag-adjust against the farm press?
Well, it was a very, very good set. It was a very challenging set, and talagang competitive din yung mga bata. Talagang naglaro din sila ng 100%. But, yun nga, they got the first set, and then we just direct. Tapos bumalik lang kami sa basics namin na inayos lang namin yung pasa, inayos namin yung set, yung atake, and also, most importantly, yung communication namin sa isa't isa.
Number 2, what is today focus against the powerhouse team like AKARI Chargers?
Going back to training after that 4-set win game last Saturday, yun, we went back to the basics nga, and also sabi nga ni coach, babantayan namin ngayon yung sarili namin kasi we weren't able to execute ng maayos yung mga bagay-bagay nung last game. So yun yung gusto ni coach ngayon na ma-execute namin lahat ng pinatraining namin sa game na to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sports Arena is where we're at for the continuing live and exclusive coverage of your 2024 Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference. As we know, a lot of changes, a lot of movements, and a lot of exciting personalities. Some of them have yet to make their debut with their teams, and one of them is Bea de Leon. And then on the other side, of course, Set Domingo sporting new threads going up against her former team where she won championships with. That's all part of the storyline for this second game of our Thursday double dip after Farm Fresh disposed of Capital One in straight sets. We get to the primetime matchup between the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers and the AKARI Chargers. It is day 5, and it is match number 11 on your PVL. Thanks for watching us on Pilipinas Live, on One Sports, and on One Sports Plus. And of course, for our viewers on RPTV, I am Boone Gonzalez. Kyla Kingsu is our storyteller today here in the Phil Sports Arena. Neil Flores will break down this very important and exciting and much anticipated matchup, Neil, and we'll tell you why. Kyla, I'll get to you in a bit, but first, Neil, why is this matchup exciting?
We have to talk about a lot of things. Siguro in-game na lang. Both teams are coming off different results in their opening matches. AKARI displayed a renewed type of energy in that game against Signal, but they fell short. And as for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers, they did get win number 1 against the Farm Fresh Foxies, but there are a lot of things that they really need to work on coming into this game against the AKARI Chargers.
Which brings us to our team standings so that you'll see where these teams are and all the other favorite teams that you have. Jerry Higo, BLTV, Choco Mucho still spotless so far, and then yung mga naghahabol, of course, dyan, in terms of, not only in terms of the standings, but also in terms of the schedule. CREAMLINE has only played 1 game, AKARI has only played 1 game too. And as we know with our format, once lang makikita itong mga to sa preliminary.
CREAMLINE is now on a 16-game win streak. We have to remember that they swept the second All-Filipino Conference last year, and they are looking to extend their winning streak by fielding in the veterans in Bea de Leon and Denisa Lazaro Revilla. And as for the AKARI Chargers, you don't want to fall behind early on in this tournament. It's always better to stack up on your wins when you get to the midpoint, and especially in the tail end.
Especially because they have championship aspirations, and CREAMLINE, of course, has been the defending champion, as he mentioned, swept the conference, then started off on the right foot with the 15-0 card coming into today's matchup. So let's start our conversation with them. And we cannot talk about them without talking about their 2 main guns. First, let's talk about Gemma Galanza and how was she against Farm Fresh.
CREAMLINE is a team that has shuffled their players over and over again, but Gemma Galanza has remained in that starting unit for the longest of times. It was a quiet 15 points still, I would say, because there were a couple of lapses on the offensive side of things. But when it comes to receiving and digging, hindi mo matatawaran ang talent ng isang Gemma Galanza. 54.6 efficiency, as they were able to convert a lot of their attacks in that game against Farm Fresh.
And everybody seems to be waiting for Gemma from year to year to slow down. She's not slowing down. There are no signs of slowing down for this former MVP. Now on the other side though, if she has been a constant starter for a CREAMLINE, here's a girl who has done everything and has played every role for CREAMLINE. Has started, has come off the bench, has even gone to one conference weirdly with very minimal court time and still has racked up 3 MVPs. And yet, look at her, still 19 points in that last game.
We're not even surprised that she always consistently scores these digits for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. You can put her as an outside hitter, you can put her on the opposite side of the court, but she will still deliver, and she will come up big for sure. I'm already calling it because she has been that consistent MVP for the Cool Smashers.
Hinahinga ng konti, sandali in that game against Farm Fresh, and then she still ends up as a leading scorer with 19 points. Now, on the other side of the net, the AKARI Chargers, 0-1, as Neil mentioned, came up short against Signal HD Spikers the last time out. Let's talk about 2 players who are former teammates in a previous team, of course, with the Petrogas Angels. Now, I did say at the top of the coverage, a lot of exciting movement, a lot of changes. Gretzel Sultones may be that veteran presence that this very young AKARI team will need.
Well, I've been saying that itong AKARI, they're very strong on paper, but they have been lacking pagdating sa pasa. And the addition of Gretzel Sultones was instantly felt in their debut game against Signal. She just displayed her full skill set, showing us why she's one of the hottest recruits here in the player movements for our first All-Filipino Conference.
Pasa pa kamot, pag-usapan natin yung dati ng teammate sa Petrogas Angels. Of course, her good friend, Bang Pineda, has been playing volleyball already for 21 years, all her life, and as a libero since 2014. And she and Gretzel, these veterans are going to be the backbone also of defense. And tama mo, sinabi mo, si Gretzel sabi niya, yan ang dadalhin nila.
You know that with Justin Hazareno at this conference, there are big shoes to fill, especially for Bang Pineda. But being the veteran that she is, she still put up 15 excellent digs
against the Signal HD Spikers in their last game. So against a strong attacking team like CREAMLINE, she has to be prepared to pop these balls up so that they can run their counter. And there are two people who know CREAMLINE very well. Bang is one of them, Gretzel is one of them, or both of them have battled them in championship series here in the PVL. Alright, let's shift our attention now to our storyteller because we want to find out what you've been able to dig up here prior to this game.
Yes, Boom Manila. Now, you guys right, we better buckle up for this battle of the pinks because based on the energy, I felt in the respective dugouts, it is going to be an intense one to close off today's doubleheader. Now, when you start off with the CREAMLINE side of things, now they were here already present before the first matchup today, and I talked to their star setter, Kyle Negrito, on what really transpired in their opening matchup, losing a set to the Foxies, and she said that there's simply no excuse to it. They started slow and the Foxies just wanted it a lot more, and that served as a good wake-up call for the veteran-led team. Now moving on over to the other shade of pink, we have the AKARI side, whose dugout earlier was filled with good energy with their top scorer Gretch. Sultan is goofing around and dancing her heart out, warming up for this matchup. Well, on a more serious note, I also spoke to Fifi Sharma, who shared with me that they collectively agreed that it was not their best game, considering that they've been training really hard over the off-season. She says that it wasn't the result that they were expecting, but Fifi says that it was a good way for them to recognize areas that needed improvement right away, given that they're facing a more challenging opponent up next. Now, Bumanya, we know that the PVL continued to make headlines over the off-season as we saw new faces and new places. Now we got to talk to some of the new AKARI Chargers, and here's what they had to say on why they made the move. Hi, I'm Gracie Sultanes. Hi, I'm Max Blanco. And we are now part of AKARI! Una talaga si Coach Taka kasi sabi ko nga sa management before I left my family, Petrogas, na gusto kong mag-grow as a player pa and gusto ko pang may matutunan pa. Nakikita ko yung sarili ko na mas mag-grow pa dito and also with the teammates. I chose AKARI kasi I wanna be around of these teammates. In-expect ko talaga na it's a bit overwhelming and yung level of competition or yung competitiveness mataas talaga. So, I have to keep up and with the help of my teammates, I know I can manage naman. Una, syempre, I was sad, but you know, ako kasi yung tipo na tao na I want to take a risk in every decision I'll make. And also, yun nga, pa-konti-konti, medyo makulit kasi ako, so siguro happy kami kasi kinukulit ko yung bawat isa. Yung goal ko naman, other than skills-wise, gusto kong makatulong sa pag-lift up ng energy and positivity sa squad. Ako naman, in every game lang, na parang I'll be there for each and every one para i-lift up yung mood, lalo na pag crucial points. Yay! Once again, that was Gretch and Max, our new AKARI recruits, but definitely not new to the intense volleyball action everyone is anticipating this evening. But before we get to that, Boom, and you know we love engaging with our very lively PVL fans here naman. You can directly interact with us on the Pilipinas Live app where we have a live poll right below the stream where you can answer our question of the game. So for today, our question is, which team will light up the scoreboard again with their attacks? Which team will light up the scoreboard with their attacks? You can also join in the conversation online using the hashtag PVL2024. So let's go back to our question of the game. What do you guys think, Daniel?
Well, the conventional answer, Neil, as we know, the best attacking team has always been CREAMLINE, or at least in recent years, they've always been the number one. But AKARI may pull up a surprise today, and that's why we have to watch the game because we don't know what's going to happen. And we're going to get tip-off already. Our first serve when we come back here on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, and on RPTV. Josh, how many sets, Josh? Josh, how many sets, Josh? How many sets?
Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Herbert, Mathematical, Asian International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Daniel Palada, National Referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our AKARI Chargers. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 6, Michelle Monique Carr. At number 5, Gretchen Sotones. Wearing jersey number 10, Princess Ezra Madrigal. At number 14, Mariofi Sharma. Number 16, Leona Denise Manaba. And number 17, Faith Janine Misperos. Starting libero is number 1, Sheila Marie Pineda. Head coach, Mr. Rafi Masuela. Calling on our CREAMLINE Pool Smasher. Team captain wear jersey number 2, Eliza Valdez. At number 1, Kyle Angela Negrito. Wearing jersey number 5, Risa Sato. Number 6, Jeanette Panaga. At number 18, Diana May Carlos. And number 23, Jessica Margaret Delanza. Starting libero is number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza. Head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses. This match is
The starters for the AKARI Chargers, who are looking for their first win here in the PVL All Filipino Conference, first conference for the year 2024, and of course, a team that is on a 16-game winning streak, a flawless last All Filipino Conference, and they're looking to maintain that level of excellence. And I know a lot of people saying, you know, well, they had trouble in their first game, there are a lot of things to fix, you know. But also, let's give credit to FarmFresh, because that's not the first time FarmFresh has pushed CREAMLINE. One of the more exciting matches in the preliminaries of the second All Filipino Conference of 2023 was also provided by the FarmFresh Foxes against CREAMLINE too. So it's a team that there are teams that are not intimidated by them. It seems that FarmFresh, maybe because Louis Romero is just not the kind who gets intimidated by anybody. By the way, they won the first game today, earlier. So let's just give credit to that too. But we all know CREAMLINE is the type of team that just gets better as the conference goes on also near.
They have a lot of things to polish. Since we're talking about CREAMLINE, their last game, it was a 4-set win. But you felt like they were struggling for some parts of the set. Caldegrito really has to dish those sets out of the wings properly because there was a moment in time na medyo tumubo ka or masyadong dikit sa net. And these are the sets na medyo mahirap talagang paluin. And as for the AKARI Chargers, I was expecting Seth Domingo to start this game one out. But she's still new to the system of Coach Rafi Mosquela. So I guess they're giving her time to adapt to the way AKARI is playing. And we've been talking about the players, but let's also talk about Coach Tika Sala. She is back. She is in the house for the Chargers. And she will definitely be an asset to this team.
Rodel Carino also, of course, joining the AKARI Chargers coaching staff, all under the Coach Tata umbrella. Tawagin natin as Sabay flies and swoops in for her first point of the match. I love those farm fresh CREAMLINE matchups. I mean, walang bumaba sa mga 22, di ba? Even in the first last year, so.
And that took 45 minutes.
Right, 36-34, ano? And if you're CREAMLINE, you get pushed on your first day right away. That gets your antennas up also. Knowing that all teams still, di ba, have really stacked up because of them. Sila naman talaga yung kailangan patumbahin.
Every time that the opponents go up against CREAMLINE, you also see the change in their movement because CREAMLINE will really push you.
Yes. They are the standard here in the PVL. They have been for a while now. And I think we're going to have the first challenge. Yes. And it is Coach Rafi who challenged first here in this matchup. Nausap niya ang ating up referee, si Herbert Matematico. And it was a ball in, ball out challenge on the cross-court kill of Tots Carlos.
There were two conflicting calls by our officials. It was definitely outside. The Lions judge already called that it was outside, but first referee was beside that play. So I guess sa bilis ng bola, nalito na din siya. So that will be a successful challenge for the AKARI Chargers. It was clearly wide for Tots Carlos on that cross-court hit.
If you're AKARI or any other team, you need all the points that you can get when you're up against CREAMLINE. Paglalabanan talaga. So officially, it's 4-2 for AKARI. Eliza with the tip. As the set was off. Smart play by the captain.
On start for the Chargers, getting a 3-point advantage against the two Smashers. Now we see that Lazaro Revilla and then he will be setting this game out. She played in their first game against Farm Fresh.
And then says, the unknown is what excites her here in her new journey with CREAMLINE. Pretzel goes high. Kyle goes behind. And Tots puts it away.
Carlos getting her first point of this match. Second point rather.
Look at that.
Just going down the line when she's on the right side of the court. So if you are the defender in that zone, medyo kailangan mong pumorward ng onte.
May twist pa ng katawan, ano? So ang hirap talagang bandayan eh. Time perfect receive there. Run and gun, that is out. Balikan natin si Kyla Kingsu.
Thanks so many. Earlier in the pregame, you talked about how our defending champions are fresh off a 4-set matchup. But you know, actually, they also gave us a way to the Farm Fresh Foxes in the last All-Filipino Conference in 2023. And I brought this up to CREAMLINE's top scorer, Tots Carlos. She told me that she remembers that game very well and she was impressed na talagang nakikipagsabayan ang mga batang talent sa kanila, and she sees it as a challenge and an opportunity to adapt to newer styles, to level up her game even more. And on this matchup against a tall team like AKARI that is made up of a good mix of vets and rookies, Tots says that we can expect extra effort in every rally for a more dominant outing for the second game. Now this report
There was a block touch on the blockers of CREAMLINE. So that is the second successful challenge for the AKARI Chargers.
It's a 6-3. The kind of start that AKARI wants to have against CREAMLINE. Miguel gets us going for this rally. Sharp serve. Galanza with a first ball. Eliza cross court. Santiago Marabat keeps it alive and a free ball going to the Cool Smashers. Here's that familiar CREAMLINE play. Tinned in from behind, gets a point.
You look at the starting six of AKARI, I feel like they can match the firepower of CREAMLINE in terms of offense. They have a Vicky Sharma in the middle, who's also a potent scorer for the squad.
Faith solid on the dig. Gretzel. Sinungkit. Dalawang sungkit. Free ball ang ibibigay sa AKARI. And a overpass on the side of AKARI.
These are the easy balls that needs to be put up properly. Because you have a strong front line right now. You have Rachel Sotones there. Who is sharing the passing responsibilities with Canteleta. But Bicycle Death will score off a case.
Remember the days when they used to battle each other up in the air, Eliza and Bang? For those Ateneo Adams and battles. Gretchen aggressive on the approach. 5-7 is our score. Big pass. Fake. Kyle opens up to Gemma. Bam! Sends it back. Kyle again. Back to Gemma na naman. Down to the line. That's the danger of a Gemma Galanza.
That is the variation of a Gemma Galanza as well. She has all of these angles to the team.
Spark of the set brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Tinuro pa niya si Kyle Negrito right after loving the fact that it was sent back to her. So, 3-0 run, Neil. AKARI calls a timeout.
Switch outside. Switch. Ano, bigla. Pagka malayo, mag-decide ka kung kaya dito kay Dave. Maliwanag? Same pa rin, ha? Ganon. Dito ka muna. Switch kayo open. Maliwanag? Ano, type ka pa rin. Type pa rin yan, type. Deal. Ready? Okay, go, 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 go.
Early timeout, Neil, here because of that 3-0 run. They had really good momentum. AKARI did. But as the action picked up, and you know when we said this so many years, Neil, pagpalitan, pag-transition, CREAMLINE is the most dangerous team when these long exchanges happen.
Coach Rafi Masuela means business. Because he didn't even wait for the first extra
Yeah, exactly.
to talk to the girls.
Early. So we go to the technical timeout for AKARI at 8-6. Good timeout by Coach Rafi. We will be back. sa sports. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena on a Thursday. What an exciting start to this second game of our Thursday double dip. By the way, Farm Fresh winning over Capital One in straight sets fashion earlier today. While this one looks like Neil going to be a hotly contested match between AKARI and CREAMLINE.
We also have a sizable crowd here inside the Phil Sports Arena.
Pumapasok pa.
It is a Thursday, so this is a surprise to us. But we know that every time CREAMLINE has a game, the fans really come out and support their team.
And I think they also understand that AKARI is one of those with up-and-coming players. Obviously, now we're waiting for them to really gel together as Spots Carlos with some sauce on that cross. All the way to zone 1. 7-8. That's beautiful for Fifi Sharma. What, just early going, Neil, today at their game against Signal as we look at this spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalumpong ng Bayan. What have you seen changed from the old system of AKARI? Sabi natin old just recently, and now with the influence of Coach Taka here and Coach Rafi.
Well, aside from the improved defensive patterns and net defense of the AKARI Chargers, the offense is also very different. In the past conferences when they first started here in the PVL, they were very wing-centric. Yes, really didn't see much of the middles score the points. But now, with the addition of Fifi Sharma instead Domingo and the improvement of Ezra Madrigal, they now have a balanced attack formation. And sobrang importante nun against strong teams like CREAMLINE. Because if you become wing-centric, asahan mo na babantayan ng blockers and ng liberos in the backcourt.
Fifi Sharma does the honors here, 10, serving 8. Probably the team that has gone through the most number of changes in the least amount of time, are the AKARI Chargers. That's it. Fake news coming, but she couldn't close the gap.
That is just smart hitting from Gemma Galanza. Look at how she peeks through the defense of AKARI first before she makes that decision to go off the hands of Faith Masperos.
9-10. Ball is alive. Eliza had to adjust. Quick reflexes. Soltares from behind. Bangs. Sumugod. But it is Stotts who gets the honors and a scrape at the net by Faith Esperos.
This is now a tight ball game. Right now, CREAMLINE continues to target Faith Esperos on the receiving end. But you have to give it to Faith. She has been dishing out perfect passes so far here in this first set.
Yan na naman. Mitch reverses to Dindin. Over the blockers. Dug up by Kyle. Tots had to adjust the running ball. Bang tried to pick herself up. She's shaken up a little bit. And just as she was trying to recover and get up, Banks Panaga targets that area. Smart play. And they take over the lead.
There was a collision between Santiago Manaban and Tang Pineda, and she did try to recover as fast as possible. But Kyle Negrito just saw the opening and she took it.
Good first ball by Gretzel. Bang! Had to get it. Might have been going out. But play rolls on. Touch again! The decision-making also of Kyle Negrito, really. And she has proven herself in that previous conference that she has filled the shoes of Jed de Guzman.
Smashers are just utilizing the left hand of Faith Esperos in most of their rallies.
And they continue to target her. And the receives. Out of system play here. Bumalik sa AKARI. They're down 2. Faith gets it through. I mean, imagine now, you look at the lineup of AKARI. You have Faith, you have Ezra, Dindin, Bang, Mitch, and Gretzel. Completely different from the youth-laden AKARI of previous conferences. Or si Kindin lang yung veterano halos.
Also have Patricia Genesis.
Of course.
Waiting in the wings. Janine Marciano. Also there to support the outside hitters of the Chargers. Now there will be double substitution. Maraginot and Soyib to provide a full-blown offense for AKARI.
Talks again. Bang with a dive. But I think the linesman already was waving the flag here.
It was already out of bounds. Kasi dumaan siya sa labas ng antena. So, the AKARI players already stopped.
Coach Rafi is looking at the down referee, Daniel Palaga, asking him why he didn't make the call right away. Competitive first set here. As this one sails wide, so CREAMLINE gets the lead again, 13-12. By the way, AKARI had a 4-point lead early in this set. Banks of Gallas going. Back to Faith. Set back coverage was there for Bang. Miscommunication between Gretzel and Maraginot. Sato. Another chance ball. Dangerous. Eliza. Gretzel taking it. Soyud over the blockers. Eliza again. And able to find a way to score. 4th point for Eliza Valdez.
She has been checked by the defense of the Chargers. So that is a nice change to the direction of her attacks. Again, Faith Esperos has to choose a zone that she can leave that down the line area to the setter or the defender there, and they can just close off the cross court.
Combination. Esperos getting it on the pistol play, getting their 13th point.
That will add to the confidence of Faith Esperos.
You don't see her a lot do that ever since college. She's starting to do this now as a pro. Two former Ateneans staring each other down. That's with a rolling. Another out-of-system play. This is what CREAMLINE forces you to do. Talks again. Off the hand of Santones. 5 points for Caloy.
Scarlett again just looking at the blocker's hand before making that swing.
Jump serve. Aggressive from the line. Second technical timeout, up by 3. news mga kapatid. Mapapanood na rin tayo ngayon sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga namang para sa Pinoy, ang RPTV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, BTV Channel 19 at sa higit na 300 cables at satellite providers nationwide at sa Signal Play. Oh, what a great crowd here being treated at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. Ellie. Off the rebound, Atienza able to get it.
That is too low for Eliza Valdez. So AKARI will get a much-needed break point. They did have a 4-point lead a while ago, but they now find themselves with a 2-point deficit. Let's see if Sharma can actually score defensive touches in this rotation. Sen Domingo still on the bench. Pero sure ako later, we'll get to see her play.
You think, huh? Interesting pati yun, I'm sure, during the practices, during the training, during the scouting. Siyempre, they have to get information from Seth, di ba? In terms of the play executions of CREAMLINE. Might as well, nandun na eh. Use it to your advantage. 14-16. Oh, Sato called for the scrape.
I think it was a foot fault violation or a net fault violation called on Kajik.
Okay. They're going to challenge it. I think Sherwin's going to challenge this one.
Penetration. There's a challenge.
So there is a foot fault challenge. There you go.
A while ago, I think Rita was already saying that she committed that violation. Oh, okay. This is just one of the ways of Coach Sherwin to make sure get some time off.
Okay. To use the challenge as a little momentum breaker. And we've seen that time and time again. It's sometimes a ploy, a legal ploy, of course. It's within the rules. I thought because of the quickness of the action, and unfortunately there are certain parts of our line of sight that are covered also by the down referee or second referee. I thought the knee of Sasato hit the net.
Yeah. Now they're able to cross that center line.
It's Sherwin staring down. Daniel Palada. 15 will be serving 16. Kyle will bump it to Eliza on the other end. Crawls to the net, touches no one, so that is a point for AKARI, 16 all.
There is 2 errors coming from the attacks of the Cool Smashers.
Oh, that's going to say it out. Can't waste these opportunities against the Cool Smashers.
Double sub for Coach Sherwin Meneses. Galanza.
Which has proven to be lethal going back to the last All-Filipino Conference.
Galanza actually provides that calm presence dito sa side ng CREAMLINE. She is very underrated, but she gets to command the attacker of the Cool Smashers in every rally. Passing still a problem for the AKARI Chargers. And that time Eliza Valdez is on the service deck.
By the way, it took a lot of convincing for Matthew to go back to volleyball. Apparently, Jono was telling us during the celebrations of their previous championship. Set back, Sultanes. Faith from behind, nice spot. She looked at the court right when she was up in her elevation. And just the perfect clearance and height on that push too. Look at this.
Quick thinking on the side of Faithless Pero.
That's hard to do. The touch.
Especially from the back row because really need to get the right amount of power to put that over the net. And sometimes meron kang blockers sa harap, so the clearance is also something that you have to think about.
Take into consideration. You're right, you're right. It's a very smart one for Faith. 1 point lead for this team. As we said, lethal double sub. Almost produces a point at the very least. Almost every time she comes in.
90% of the time. First set, papunta kay Michelle Gumao. Naging point for the Cool Smashers. And we have a 2-point lead now.
Bigat pa naman ang kamay. Din. Good reaction by Mafe. Michelle has to ad-lib. Chance here for Akari. They go to the back row. Eliza gets it. Not good enough for Fifi. Counter. Bang will set it up to her old running mate, Gretchen Soltones.
I really want to see more sets na papunta kay Gretchen Soltones. She's had little chances or konti lang yung chances niya to attack here in the opening set.
And it's very hard to leave. Especially Chisael, who has become not just her best friend there, but somebody who has really guided her personally, not just professionally. But now she's in this new home in Akari. Pineda!
She saw that coming. That is the favorite play of the Cool Smashers, that combination play from the middle.
But the schoolmates,
Too much power on that Galanta hit.
before Gemma was a star in Adamson, San Pineda was the one doing that. Serving 18. Reverse. Drops in. Akari not going away.
It's a gentleman, but also unfazed by the double block of the Cool Slasher. That's one thing that I really like about her. She just keeps on hitting away, even if she gets blocked, even if she gets checked.
So she Genesis, the person you mentioned, another Adamsonian. In to replace Fifi to serve and defend. To serve and sweep. They will be on defense here. After the serve. They go to Eliza. Potts is waiting, but it was Gemma in the middle. What a decoy play! So confusing me. Where was Kyle gonna go there?
The blockers were set up, but I guess na-late ng konting-konti lang to close off that gap. Overpass.
Crucial 2-0 run by CREAMLINE here towards the end of the first set. And a challenge will be called on a net touch.
Franz Panaga is very confident that it was a clean gift for her. AKARI has been successful in their challenges too.
Yes, two successful challenges so far. Also, maybe to halt momentum too, because this is a little mini run for CREAMLINE at the end of this first set. Very important segment of our game. That's what we're gonna wait for. Meantime, still fans of CREAMLINE still awaiting the debut of PVL. Fans of AKARI still waiting for Seb Domingo here in this match.
She has been warming up, talking about getting on. So, mukhang may go signal din ni Coach Sherwin and he prepared. It was Michelle Top who actually touched the ball because that pass was just too tight. She tried to save it.
Point for CREAMLINE. So, a timeout will be called by Coach Rafi.
Timeout.
What's up? Ano kailangan natin? See,
Pabigyan ko kayo. Kanina. One more. Galing dito si ano? Galing dito. Bakit? Kasi dito. Play. Ay, may ano. Pwede ka bumalik. Pwede bumalik. Ha? Ako ang balik. Yun naman ang playtime natin, di ba? Sige. Makagating mo, ha? Sige. Basta kagad tayo. Basta kagad.
A former Philippine Air Force player, former coaching staff member, also Coach Jorge. Technically, and he is the interim head coach for AKARI, Coach Rafi Masuela. But what a stacked coaching staff. Coach Ortega, Coach Salak, Coach Camilo, lahat nandun. Coach Chu. They have all hands on deck because CREAMLINE ang kalaban. Lamang na tatlo. High hands for Eliza. Mitch reverses. Coverage by Kyla. Chance here for AKARI. Pineda is scrambling. She gives it to Dindin. Cross court, easily taken by Kyle. Pump set to Tots. Tots is rejected by Madrigal and Miss Peros collaborating at the net.
Finally, a tight block coming from the AKARI Chargers side.
Tama yung pwesto ng kamay ni Faith this time.
And the timing of Madrigal also
Close.
helped as Miss Peros close that block.
Good press of the hands. Very good basics there. 20-22, AKARI still in this. That's an expensive error by the veteran. Outside, opposite spiker.
She wanted to deliver a strong force. That is the right thought because you are still trailing and we know that in this rotation, ang daming combination plays na pinupunta nitong si Kyle Negrito. But when you are going to deliver a heavy serve, the clearance should be above the net.
Ros Vargas comes in to serve. That's a perfect first ball this time. Run and gun.
Also one of the new tricks of First League. We're talking about the equipment of Edra Madrigal.
Faith Miss Peros. Scored 7 points in that previous loss against Signal HD. Gets us going for this one. Good sharp one. Thoughts adjusting through the block. Pineda could not step forward. That is the 7th point of Pinoy.
He's still the leading scorer for the Pool Smashers, followed by the 5 points of Eliza Valdez.
Ito yung block eh. Pero talagang ang lakas din eh. Just going through the hands of Madrigal. Take with the net. Set point save. Off an error.
Sharma will come back.
Replace Genesis as she will take over the front. Madrigal. 22-24. Denden. Eliza. Double block. Thoughts. Behind the line. Oh! And Pinoy takes the first set. 25-22.
Carlos, but an ending for the Pool Smashers. They put an end to the run of the Chargers.
Let's look at that again. That is the 8 points of Diana Bay. Carlos on 7 attacks and 1 service ace. 19 points from a previous match and CREAMLINE up 1-0. 25-22, 36 minutes in that set. Far cry from the 36-34 experience of CREAMLINE in the first matchup. But it was an exciting set, really. CREAMLINE knowing when to turn on, you know, the Jets as they steep near. They were tight, 1 point, 2 points. Minsan lamang pa yung ano, pero nagkaroon ng mini run, naging 22-19, and that created a little bit of separation between them.
CREAMLINE just really focused on their serving. I think they scored 4 or 5 points of the hard serves that they delivered papunta sa side ng AKARI Chargers. And for AKARI, again, I'm still looking for more sets papunta kay Gretchen Soltones. She's one of the all-around players in the PVL. She has won Best Outside Hitter awards in her career. So we know that she can actually score the numbers. And CREAMLINE still on top in that category, 17-12. But they gave out 9 unforced errors to the side of AKARI.
Here we go. You are right on both accounts, Neil. PDL will make her debut, but then just replaced her for this rotation. But she will make her debut for CREAMLINE, and St. Domingo now comes in for the first time. AKARI against her former team. Ooh, what would be the emotions of something like this?
Let's just let things unfold.
Let the
People
game.
are very excited to watch the matchup between St. Domingo and her former team.
Let the game speak for itself, so to speak. Winded had to adjust again. Kyle reverses to Gemma. Not the strongest of hits, guiding it to the opposite side. But a strategic adjustment by Gemma Galanza.
That was intentional. She pulled back on power because she saw the organized blocking of the Chargers. St. Domingo was already ready for a power hit. So good find there for Galanza.
That goes out. Interesting, the emotions, let's say, of a St. Domingo, and then the emotions also of CREAMLINE. You know they're going to be focused on trying to win as a team. That, of course, one of those success stories, import stories for Philippine volleyball in Thailand. Being able to get it back, but no second ball for AKARI, so 2-1. And here comes PVL. First game officially at the co-catcher. Talking to her the other night, she was a guest on our show on the starting lineup, and she said, just to allay fears, she is 100% no health issues. This was a coaching decision the last time out. Also learning the system. Now she is excited because the first thing that she realized, and she heard about it, but what she realized in practice is how individually competitive CREAMLINE is.
Ayaw talaga na natatalo. Even in their scrimmage,
Yes.
yun yung laging kinakwento nila Bea.
Lahat sila, di ba? Even Eliza, Michelle, ganyan ang usapan dyan. Thoughts, same spot, but this time with a little more power, targeting that other side. Spike of the set property by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. Kanina si Gemma pumunta doon.
You never know what you're gonna get when you're blocking Tots Carlos. At a certain point in time, puro down the line, then suddenly she will shift to that cross-court angle.
From behind. They continue to target Tindin. Santiago Manaban, Neil. Gotta be intentional.
They're testing her defense. There have been a couple of overpasses on the side of AKARI since set number 1. Nakukuha naman yun nga lang sumusobra. So they need to be able to control these balls if they want to set up offense and maximize St. Domingo.
Not the set she likes. Blocked by Seth and BDL. PVL is in a unique position. Obviously, she did not get a lot of playing time with the Choco Mucho as of late. But she is joining a team that has developed some great middle blockers, Neil, in its history. Pangs, Sato, and of course this girl who became a finals MVP. So, interesting to see the development and the personal growth of BDL here at CREAMLINE. As Eliza is rejected. Wanted to go to the smallest blocker.
But Michelle Pop was expecting that set to go to Eliza Valdez, so she timed her jump perfectly.
About time we heard back from Kyla Kingsu. Go ahead, Kyla.
Yes, Bumanil, as you said it, all eyes are definitely on Seth Domingo as it is her first time to face her former teammates since all the way back to her Pay Maya days, even before the pandemic. And I asked her about this in her dugout, and she told me that she was just so excited to be across many familiar faces after her stint abroad. I asked her what it was like observing her new teammates from the sidelines last week, and she said, and I quote, "First thing that came into mind, honestly, malayo tayong mararating ng team, pero malaki rin yung potential namin and that really excites me." Now she got to train all week for this matchup in comparison to only having a single practice before their first game, but said shares that there's no rushing her integration in their system and her connection with her new setter. In her words, "It took me years to get it right with Gia back then, and it will be so I will be even more patient in making sure I perfect it now." Now we know Seth actually played in their latter part of their first game, but here she is activated in this second set. Let's see if she'll spot the difference this time around in AKARI's hopes to turn things around. Now this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial free anytime and anywhere in the world. Let's go back to the game.
Thank you very much, Kyla. She scored 2 points in that last outing in minimal minutes, as you mentioned. Last time up. Meantime, a error on the side of CREAMLINE, which gives us a 5-6 score. Cobb serving. First point as a cool smasher. Oh, that's gotta feel good for her.
Fly-up relief from Bea de Leon. Aside from Seth Domingo, ito rin si Bea. She needs to build that connection with Seth Domingo. But since galing din naman siya sa setting ni Gia de Guzman, I feel like it will be a very easy transition in sa setting style ni Kyle.
Miscommunication, and she gets another point via a service ace. Just the kind of start that she would love. She had an error, a hitting error earlier, pero napura na with a couple of points. She said first time she trained, she was intimidated by the names and the players, even if she knew a lot of them. And she easily integrated herself into the system because the other players really welcomed her, and one of those players was this girl, Eliza Valdez, who said, "Mag-ingay ka sa court." Yun ang hiningi niya kay Bea de Leon. And right now they are ahead 8-6. Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. Welcome to our live and exclusive coverage of the PVL, Premier Volleyball League All-Filipino Conference on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, and of course on RPTV. Coach Ty, Phil, right behind Coach Rodel, Mosey, of course, overlooking the action from the AKARI side of things as PVL gets us going for this rally. Din. Dug up by Eliza. Counter-attack here. Mitch from behind to Faith. PVL able to get that right hand in and a chance ball ang ibibigay sa AKARI. They open up to Gretchen. Pop set to Gemma. And it is sent back by the net defense of Santiago Manabat and Sharma.
Looked like that ball didn't go over as well. It was a low contact point for Gemma Galanza.
Net block. But, you know, as you know, Neil, sometimes because there's an intimidating or a perfect or a good blocker in front or perfect execution, dun nag-iiba yung execution din ng palo. Kaya minsan nagne-net block as Santiago Manabat. Good dive there by Denise.
People loving that play, joining the scoring picture for the CREAMLINE Boost Masters for AKARI. It has been Nisperos providing the attack points with 5, followed by Sharma with 3. The rest of the attackers have been quiet. Gretchen Soltones surprisingly only has 1 marker.
That is surprising. She had 14 points rather in the previous loss against the Signal HC Spikers. Carly Grito. I don't know if you heard the story that Gia de Guzman told us on the show before when she said she did not want Carly Grito in CREAMLINE, but not because she didn't like her, but because she wanted to go up against her. You know, she believed in the talent of Kyle. But of course, CREAMLINE took her in, and then she said, well, if she's here, then all for the better. Lumakas sila. But Gia, ever the competitor, no? Neil wants to go up against the best. In the meantime, Rally moves on here. Reverse to Panaga. Nahipo. Pitch, tough reverse. Oh, for the blockers. Long ball for Tindin. Santiago Manabat. 9. Oh, ano nangyari doon, Neil?
That was a confusing transition on the side of the Boost Masters with Gemma Galanza. Suddenly became the middle blocker. Hindi sila nakapagpalit ng pwesto ni Pax Panaga. And Pax Panaga, we saw her hit from the right side. She was also surprised.
And Tindin targeting zone 1. Good serve. Fifi getting an ace, and they take over the lead 10-9 here in the second. Coach Sherwin will call his first timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
Ano, cover ulit? Ha? Lagi lang yan. Cover. Pasa mo na ulit. Okay lang yun. At least nagatin kayo.
Sherwin calling his first timeout as AKARI takes over the lead. CREAMLINE ahead 1-0. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores at your service. Kyla Kings, of course, roaming this noisy Phil Sports Arena with some very vocal fans enjoying the action, getting treated, Neil, to really nice volleyball here in the PVL on day number 5. Shama goes back to Lazaro Revilla.
Yes, there was a net touch called on Gemma Galanza. All of a sudden, AKARI is back on top. Great read there also from San Domingo.
And another good serve by Fifi, getting Tenden Lazaro Revilla a little shaky on the receive. Medyo tight yung dating ng bola kay Kyle. So they go back to them. This time she gives it to Kyle perfectly. This one skirts the line for Tots.
Now in double figures. Actually, kanina pa pala that is point number 12 for Tots Carlos from the left side.
Sabi nga ni Hill, kahit saan nilagay si Tots.
before you saw her struggle in passing, but now if you put her on the left side, kaya na. And she has improved on that skill.
Because she took it personally. She told me she took it personally. She knows it was her weakness. And there in CREAMLINE, their culture is to work on their weaknesses. And her competitive, of course, juices. She doesn't want to be a liability. Another overpass here by Denise. That's not good enough. Yung mga tip na gano'n, Neil, you just cannot do that kind over CREAMLINE. Then it was there waiting.
Still the same point of attack for Tots Carlos. Ilan na yan against the block of Great Speros.
Suki. 11 serving 12. Overpass. And a point by CREAMLINE. We're all tied up again. Rhea and Eliza, a little collision there, but producing a point nonetheless.
Like both teams have the same game plan.
Of course.
Serve hard.
Aggressive service. Passing game of two teams being tested. That connection still being built. Eliza, off the rebound. Open, Faith, puts it away.
Clean, a powerful hit from Fitness. Pero to keep their heads afloat here in set number 2.
A perfect height para kay Faith, ano, Neil? Di masyadong lombo. Tamang-tama lang, mabilis.
Or you think that long cross is confusing the defense of Eliza and Panaga.
13 serving 12. Gemma, perfect first ball. Eliza, denied by Michelle Cobb again, her third point of the match.
She has been getting a lot of good rebounds against Eliza Valdez, but now she gets a kill block.
That move is brought to you by Honda Motorcycle. And Mitch, even in her college days, so when she goes down, she goes all the way down to the floor, touches the floor, and then goes up the block. Such a unique technique in blocking. Touch on the recoil!
The ball was on its way out. Mukhang nalito na si Bang Pineda.
Sa bilis eh. Alright.
That was the left side.
But the speed coming at you, giving you less time to think. Okay. And Michelle gumabaw back for the double sub. Din. Kyla to Eliza. Gretchen. Double block on Gretchen Sultanes. Well, they know her very well too, talking about CREAMLINE. And all those championship battles between CREAMLINE and Petrogas. 14-all. This is like how the first set was, Neil.
Oh, tough serve from Mafi Galanza. Then CREAMLINE gave out 9 unforced errors in set number 1. That's why it was a very close opening frame.
Which also doesn't surprise us. They're one of those teams. High risk, high reward team. Sa Domingo.
Sharp serve.
Targeting Eliza. Kumabaw. Sa lakas ng palo. Lakas din ang balik. Tulog ng palo ni Michelle Neal. Sa contact point. 16-14 ang AKARI ahead. Good news mga kapatid, mapapanood na rin tayo ngayon sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga naman para sa Pinoy, ang RPTV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, DTT Channel 19 at sa higit 300 cable at satellite providers nationwide at of course sa Signal Play. Back to the action. Seth Domingo serves it to CREAMLINE ahead 16-14, make that 16-15.
Putting out the fire. We are nearing the 20-point mark. Kanina, she did score a couple of aces against the receivers of AKARI. Let's see if she can score another one.
Fifi! Oh, what a dig by Eliza! Carranza! Rejected!
De La Salle girls showing off their blocking skills here in the tail end of set number 2. Fifi Sharma from attacking to blocking has been very consistent.
That was fortress. You think Mitch is still adjusting to Gretzel, ano? So parang hindi pa niya masyadong nahatiran. Binibigyan niya yung mga sanay siya. Din, si Fifi. Somebody touched the net. The net moved. Was it on the side of AKARI? Yes, it was.
But Fifi Sharma
Too aggressive on the push. Love it. We got several generations here, Neil. Of Lasagnas, Atilian, Atilian, Sonyas, yeah. Na magkakatapat. This is why we love the PVL. They all meet.
from rivals to teammates. Rivals once again.
Or idols, di ba? Rivals, teammates, and idols. Kasi nga, ibang generation.
There was a net touch called on Gemma Galanza. She's not sure.
And no challenge. It's Kumamo pointing at our down referee, Daniel Palada. Was it times?
Yes, it was the left.
Para magala, Gemma. Okay. So, 18-16 ang tala natin. AKARI still ahead. Popped up. Bang. To 10. Rebound. And a score. Biggest lead for AKARI at 3 here in this set.
Michelle Cobb has been the game changer on the side of AKARI aside from the rebounds and the kill block against Eliza Valdez. Maasahan mo talaga siya pagdating sa defense. Depensa.
Saltones. Steady as she goes.
Oh, miscue on that combination play. That will bring AKARI to the 20-point mark first, and they will now hold on to a 4-point lead.
Oh, just the cushion that you need if you're AKARI to try to snatch a set.
Eh, masyadong angle lang tayo. Okay lang kung dalawang block. Pero pag maganda natin, kuha ka ng isang block sa gitna. Kahit kanina pwede. Ang siinang bola. Dapat na nga, no?
And 4 points was the biggest lead in the first set of CREAMLINE, of AKARI also, but that was early in the set. So that's what CREAMLINE's trying to overcome again here in the second set.
They're still trying to minimize their errors, but in the past few rallies, they have committed 2 errors.
So let's see, 16 for CREAMLINE, 20 for the AKARI Chargers with Saltones serving. Eliza receiving. Michelle a little off the distance off the net. Tintin on the other side. That's very tight. So she does a swipe for a 5-point lead.
Judgment call on the side of the Crew Smashers. They could have let that go because it was obvious that Didit Santiago Manaban was going for the swipe. She didn't even jump properly. You already knew the intention about the approach pa lang. That will bring the lead to 5 for the Chargers. A very comfortable lead at this point.
I don't know. I don't like to use comfortable when you're up against CREAMLINE. Unless you're 24. That's what I mean. And you know, Coach Rafi, if they get 2 straight points here, CREAMLINE, he would call a timeout right away. Just cannot get confident and comfy with the attacking prowess of CREAMLINE. Down 4 still though. 17-21. Faith again is the target. Mitch to Gretzel in the middle. 2 straight points. And as expected, Coach Rafi will call ties.
Okay, Ding! Ding! Dulo? Dulo ka. Okay, dulo mo. Dito, receive. Sa gitna. Bang. Sige. Secret mo. Singit mo sa press. Ah? Singit mo press. Mitch, pagka nagkakabali, sige, sugalan mo yung middle. Hindi mo sasabayan. Laging ang kakaunin mo. Kung dalawa sa blocker mo. Okay?
That's a good reminder from Coach Rafi Pazuela na sometimes sa sobrang daming nangyayari on the court, nakakalimutan ng mga centers that you still have a middle blocker that you can set to. So that is a good observation that double blocks have been set up by the Cool Smashers against the wings of AKARI.
Ito na nga.
When you follow your coach, you will get the dividends.
Coach Rafi looking like a genius in that one. 4-point lead back. Good serve again. Good first ball. One hand set by Kyle Negrito.
Point number 4 from Carlos Panaga.
Move brought to you by Honda Motorcycle. Eliza serving. Bang is receiving. Chance ball for CREAMLINE down 3.
Carlos again, a single blocker for that combination play.
Because Banks Panaga just aggressively approached that net field. Look at this.
I wanted to take on Carlos out of system. That's why they targeted her on the free ball. But personally, I always prefer a sky ball pagdating sa transition ng loose ball because you will have time to recover.
Okay.
Yung diskarte ng setter.
Tintin Santiago Manaban contributing 6 points, 3 of them here. More importantly, they're 2 points away from tying this match. She goes behind. So Torres in front with Domingo and Nisperos. Very good serve. And a first set point for AKARI.
Now can I say that it's a comfortable lead? Already.
Yes, now I probably agree with you.
Excited.
It's never over. And we got Creamline. Breathing down your necks, and Bernadette Bonds comes in. PVL waltzes in. 3 points behind. 1 set point save. Service error! And a gift from Bernadette Bonds to the AKARI Chargers. Now they can really get comfortable, Neil, because they are tied at 1 set all.
We know that AKARI is very capable of winning a set against CREAMLINE, and that girl on your screen, Eva Sharma, she contributed a lot in set number 2 alongside Michelle Phan.
7 of 9 points, Neil, came in that second set. We got a ball game. be expensive. AKARI Chargers versus CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Earlier, Farm Fresh beating Capital 1 in our first game. So Farm Fresh gets on the board with a win. And that's what AKARI is trying to do. Again, all teams meet each other, but only once here in the preliminary rounds. So here we go, set 3. And a service error for CREAMLINE.
Not the best way to start set number 3.
Bukid, ano?
But AKARI will take it. I mean, they need all the points that they can get if they want to deal CREAMLINE their first loss early on in the preliminary round. And malaking bagay yun to get one win against one of the stronger teams here in the PVL.
Who's been on a roll, as they say. Franz Carlos, off speed. Something I'm trying to figure out what she was pointing at. 1-all, third set. Set asking for it. Good attack from the right pin for Franz Carlos for her 17th point at the start of the third set.
19 points in her previous game, and now at 17. So we have at least one full set to go back after this.
Makikita kaya natin yung mga zero tempo sets kay Sen Domingo dito sa AKARI.
That's something that they really need to work on.
Yeah.
Because they have a different system.
Of course.
I feel like mas mataas na konti yung set ng AKARI pagdating sa medal compared sa CREAMLINE. And nasanay si Sen sa zero tempo ni Gia and Kyle. So communication will be a factor. A while ago, we saw missed opportunity on that big quick play. It was high for Sen Domingo. And you have to remember, she's coming from her stint in Thailand. Na mabilis din yung
Eliza fires one. Good reaction here by AKARI. They're scrambling. Tots is asking for it, but she doesn't get it because Franz Panaga gets fed for her 5th point. Oh boy, what a response by CREAMLINE here at the start of the 4th. Sorry, start of the 3rd.
Third substitution though. Push. Rafi Masuela, Jaja Maraginot will be setting.
Reverse. Good chase. Chance ball. That's the sky ball that Neil is talking about. Sad. Headshot. Still alive. Bang. Asking to get it. And a point will be given to the AKARI Chargers. Ang ganda nung inagaw ni Bang kay Gansel Sultones yung bola. Alright, in the meantime, 4-2 is the score. Let's go to Kyla Kingsu.
Thanks, Boom. Now, what better way is there to close off today's doubleheader? And of course, this action-packed month of February than with an extended matchup between two very strong contenders, all thanks to AKARI's efforts to power through the tight set. Now, you guys pointed out Fifi Sharma's exceptional two-way performance in that second set, putting up numbers alongside her fellow Australian captain, Michelle Cobb. As Fifi towered over the attackers of the Cool Smashers, she told me that she is able to perform with this much confidence because being in the pros for a few months now has allowed her to get more comfortable and creative with her plays. And so in turn, Fifi says she now has way more fun in the pro ranks, and that is when she's really able to bring out her game. Now, AKARI knows better than to underestimate CREAMLINE's ability to turn things around. So let's see if they're able to ride their momentum and take care of business. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world. Let's go back to the service.
Thank you very much, Kyla. That's 9 points for Fifi Sharma. 5 on attacks, 3 blocks, and an ace for her. We'll see her definitely in a bit. First, Tindin. Auto system again. Dug up by Gemma. Ooh, shoot it out the other side, and that's too low for Eliza. Ano yung naging problema doon, Neil? Yung set ba?
May halong gigil, I would say, because she was faced against the shorter blocker in Jaja Maraginot, so she wanted to go down the line and target zone 1. But timing is also different when you're coming off a broken play or a break ball.
Right.
Tawagin natin.
Right. Faith sends it to the net. 6-4, Creamline. Ducks will do the honors for this rally. Back-to-back service errors by both teams. Back-to-back jump sets. High risk serves.
Rachel Soltones will be at the forefront of the offense of AKARI in this rotation alongside Fifi Sharma. Let's see if she gets a better connection with Jaja Maraginot.
From behind. Another break ball. Jaja sets up Gretzel, and Gretzel puts it away, and probably her first clean kill of the match.
Only point number 2 for Rachel Soltones. Even in the stat sheets later on, you'll see that hindi ganun kadami yung attempts niya. But she really tries to convert every time she gets a set from their playmaker.
In this case, it is Jaja. Over! Oh, and Fifi nanggigil.
She knew it.
She stepped on Gretzel also. Ayun, sinasabi ni Coach Rafi. At paggigilan. Those are situations where really sometimes you can even set it back.
You're not too confident.
Yes.
Score off the gift. You can just put it up and let your setter decide the next play.
Gretzel again!
Now is the time that AKARI needs her production. They have the momentum. They just want set number 2. And if you can dish out these perfect sets to Rachel Soltones, you will get the points.
Start of the set brought to you by Duncan's Pasalubong ng Bayan. I asked her who has impressed her in the first few days of training. And the first person she mentioned actually was Jaja Maraginot. So maybe it's no strange reason that they're connecting here. Sabi niya, impressed daw siya. That is the third straight set between Jaja and Gretzel. So maybe that connection that Gretzel sees in Jaja is what we're seeing right now as AKARI takes over the lead at the technical timeout. Arena Plus, astig sa sports. Welcome back to our live and exclusive coverage for those watching on the Pilipinas Live app, on One Sports Plus, of course on RPTV. Coach Taka on your screens. Of course, we all know he is the head of the volleyball operations for AKARI, next red, of course. Coach Rafi is the interim coach. He's one of the reasons why, actually, why a lot of players have expressed why they transferred to either next leg or AKARI, and Gretzel is one of them.
4 straight points for Rachel Soltones.
Ang pamaraginong toss. Sinabi sa akin ni Gretzel, sabi niya, itong huling taon ko sa pagbabalibol, yun ang buwan niya sa akin. I said, hey, huwag muna.
It's so early.
I know, pero sabi gusto pa niya matuto nitong mga bagong sistema na to, and that's why the Coach Taka invitation was very seductive to her. Gusto niya talagang matutunan. So, one of the reasons why she's there is Coach Taka for her personal growth as a volleyball player. Sabi ko, okay, I agree, pero huwag muna natin pag-usapan yung retirement. As you can see, Neil, she's got a lot of juice left in that swinging arm of hers. That's a good block by Gemma on David.
Center.
Mr. Jonathan Nag.
Always here to support the sister teams of Chocomucho and Creamline.
Right at perched right on top of the Blue Sports Arena. And look at that reaction. Biggest cheerleader rather, for Creamline. Akari's ahead by 1. Bea with the dig. The push. A gaping hole there that Bernadette Bonds identified.
You can notice that there was a substitution on the side of the Goal Smashers, Eliza Cortez. Will now be coming off the bench.
Laki ng pulpas.
High ball there.
Very high. Gemma picked up by Jaja. Bang to Soltones. Good reaction there by PVL. Bang again. Balik na naman sa dati niyang teammate. PVL again. PV this time does the right trick. And tips it just at the right spot. What an exchange.
Better execution from PP Sharma. Just going to that simple power tip to get that gift. But what about the defense being shown to us by PVL?
Yeah, you're right.
Multiple touches on the dig.
10-9. Got so now we'll go back to the back row. That is something that really Tots Carlos has developed through the years. That feathery touch just above the fingers of the blocker and just drops behind them.
At this point, I feel like she's just toying with the blockers of the Chargers every time she goes up for an attack.
3 times she has toyed with the league, Neil. The 3-time MVP. That's in! Negrito with her second point of the match. Such an unorthodox serve of hers.
She is targeting Faith Prosperos, but she's also targeting that corner pocket sa likod ni Faith because that's a very difficult position to get.
Kaya binantayan na ni Bang. Bang lets it fly out. Bang will move out. Sed will come back in. Then Lazaro Revilla on the other side. What would be the explanation for the change with Bernadette and Eliza in your opinion here, Neil?
Aside from receiving, they just need more variation on the attack, I guess.
Speaking of variation, Carlos is just showing the whole arsenal tonight. 21 big points. We're only in the 3rd. We're assured of a 4th set. Flat. Sad! Oh, that one was familiar looking.
And I saw what she said. Perfect set coming from Maraguinot to set Domingo there.
Familiar na familiar. That's exactly what she gets. From Gia and Kyle. I know it looks easy on TV, Neil, especially if you're a casual volleyball viewer, no? But these things are, they're so precise. Diba? Yung mga pasang gano'n.
Point number 22 for Tots Carla. She is the only Goal Smasher in double figures and she is carrying that load. Pagdating sa opensa, I wonder if she'll get to the 40-point mark.
Your 2 predictions today, Neil, have been correct. So,
by number 23.
As he's at 23 now.
The countdown begins for Tots Carlos.
Tindin from behind, dug up by Gemma. The lead is 2 for CREAMLINE. Pretzel will send it to Faith. Faith fires a bullet with a cross.
Clean, a sharp cross-court hit there from Faith Esperos coming off a break ball galing kay Gretchen Soltones. 2 blockers were already there, but she still managed to get through the first line of defense of the Cool Smashers.
14-13. Once again. This one is out this time.
Ball is out. For target 14.
They're tight again. This time at 14.
Tots Carlos also win the Miss Volleyball title in the recently concluded PSA Awards also. Well deserved for Tots. Looking good that night too.
Prize with her own version. That is the set for Bea de Leon. 0 tempo, perfectly executed. Set Domingo wasn't able to jump for the rebound. She was shadowing Bea de Leon pero sa sobrang time ng set. Nagulat siya, nasa likod niya na yung bola.
That one's gonna go out. The set was a bit caught, so Domingo was under the ball. CREAMLINE with the 2-point lead. All out, all heart, all Filipino. Catch the 2024 PVL All Filipino Conference every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays on One Sports Plus, RPTV, and Pilipinas Live. PVL, the heart of volleyball. And all these fans know that already. The ones who are up there in the nosebleed section enjoying the action. That's also a great view to watch volleyball, by the way. As Tots Carlos is pouring it on. Set is checked. 16-14 is our score. Slide by Atienza. Boards. That's an antenna hit.
That ball hit antenna first.
Yep.
So another unforced error for CREAMLINE.
Lang yung margin.
Oh, like that.
15, serving 16. A great game for everybody here. We're enjoying the action between these two teams. We knew it was a marquee matchup. Pons. Tots. The rebound. Tintin. I thought she was going to build a pretzel there.
She's been hot here in set number 3. Coach Randy Mozuela just asking for a violation, but it will not be given.
2-point lead again. Gretchen wants it back. That's why. Gretchen Soltones has scored 5 points in this set. 5 of the 6 that she has. 14 in the previous match. They continue to target points. Another rebound. Jaja. Fifi hanging. Dots hitting. Akari scrambling. Din. Again gets it off the block. Another deadlock.
This is the rotation na kailangan tumagal on the side of AKARI. They have Gretchen Soltones and there, Fifi Sharma and din Santiago Manaman. So Fifi Sharma can just focus on getting these good rebounds.
Good serve. Another ball that goes to Bernadette. Back to Gretchen. Bang was there. Sabi sa likod. That was like a big play already. That, not a bike play. A big play, a little lower, a little quicker. Let's look at this again. Yeah. A big attack from Faith Nisperos. Good set there by Jaja.
They're just tapping on their Ateneo connection. So I feel like in a way mas comfortable si Faith Nisperos with the setting of Jaja Marginal because they played together for quite some time in college.
Right? Good point. Gemma, set back, a chance here. Good decision by Sharma. Swipe ball. What a smart play by the veteran for her 7th point. 6 in the set. And AKARI takes over with a 2-point lead.
Wala eh. Medyo wala na din yung receiver na nagre-react. Kaya pag-cancel natin, inahabol natin. Gusto nyo agad. Ha? Kaya receive ka muna. Medalo na sa lado. Walang gitna. Pag may receive ko, walang ng gitna. Ito na sa gitna. Ha? Sa gitna. Basta huwag ka kami mag-set. Discarte ka lang. Aleng!
Let's look at this. Gretchen knew that she was already behind the pass. So she swipes it in from down 4. Down 3 rather here in the set. A 4-0 run by AKARI. And as Neil predicted, they kept going to Gretchen. Neil thought that AKARI should have done more to her, and that's what they're doing. They're milking her right now. And that change of Jaja Maraginot also providing a little spark here for the Chargers. AKARI, what a touch shot by Gemma Galanza!
Amazing contact out there. Very confident in her wrist action. Just enough power to target the middle part of the defense of the AKARI Chargers.
Especially from where we are, Neil, where we're seated, to see that. That's amazing. 1-point lead. Good serve. Pippin. Checked. What a timeout by Coach Sherwin. Producing 2 straight points. Tying the match.
Variation lang, variation. Pwede ka mag-crack ball. Okay? Kung talagang pwede mo on palo ng palo. Okay? One good pass lang ha. Isang maayos na receipt lang. Alam mo na.
Coach Tina Salak, right behind for Traffy Masuela. Asking for variation. for it from Dindin.
I know that she wants to be aggressive on the attack because they want to take care of that lead and pull away. But sometimes that is the downside of hitting it with so much power. Malakas yung palo, pero pag na-block ng Cool Smashers, ang bilis nung balik. So it's hard to cover that type of ball.
Pretzel gets it back. Dindin. Dug up by Pons. Michelle. Medusa's another point. And they take over the lead, or retake the lead, talking about CREAMLINE. 3-0 counter run. After the 4-0 run by AKARI.
Their backs on top. And Coach Rafi is still looking for that one stop. Rachel Sultones will try to hit from the right side.
And she gets a point.
That was just a minor adjustment, but when you move your players from the left side to the right side, nag-iiba din yung dynamic ng blocking slashers. Kasi always going to be situational. It depends upon the attacker na nasa harapan mo.
AKARI will not go away. 20 all. Mitch again. Oh, what a slide by Bang! Ball is up, and a chance for AKARI here. Fifi asking for it. That's beyond the antenna. And AKARI takes over the lead again. What a match here today.
That was a risky play because it was a bit low for PP Sharma, but that risk paid off.
Good serve by Gretzel. Michelle. Dug up by Jaja. Faith. Dug up by Kyla. Gemma rolls it. Michelle. Gemma coolly taking that ball. And then the hit out from Gemma Galata. This girl sometimes when she plays, it's so casual here, how she moves. But it's all calculated and intense. And Stotts Carlos has got 23 points, is back in action. By the way, Stotts is 5 points away from her PVL career high. And we're assured of a fourth set. So,
Kalalampasan siya.
what a dig by Kyle. CREAMLINE gets the point. And a 1-point lead. Nagawan pa ng paraan ni Tots Carlos yun. Although she will not be credited for that point. But look at this. What a cut.
Wasted opportunity for the Charger. That was a free ball.
Technically, yes.
The Cool Smashers.
Oh! Again! That area! Between Faith and Bang! What a smart serve! They continue to attack Faith on that left side. Timeout, AKARI.
As mo lang. Wait. Dito yung given, parang kargado. Pero tinatarget ka na, di ba? Hindi na kaya ni Bang yan. Talagang sa'yo na yung bola. Kamay mo. Kamay mo. Ay,
And now these things, this is the mental side of it, Neil, and it gets to your head.
You can definitely feel the pressure on the side of Faith Esmeros.
Yeah.
Because receiving is very difficult. I mean, sometimes when you are a viewer, you feel na madali on the first pass. But in reality, when you're faced with heavy serves, kagaya ng kay Kyle Negrito, Jel Cayuna,
Yeah.
it is very difficult. So, for setters, kahit hindi perfect, okay lang actually. As long as they get to bump it up, kahit na sure na sa wing ibibigay yung set, that is okay na yun for them.
And all great wing attackers, including her, they've been through all of that, being targeted by the opponents. And letting doubt seep into your mind when you're receiving. Down one are AKARI. Gemma! Goodbye!
Combination this time from the right side. CREAMLINE is now at set point. When you give Gemma Galanza a combination play and when she's faced against a single block, expect that ball to go down hard.
Set point, two of them for CREAMLINE. Faith receives. Dindin on the other end. Keeps it alive. Chance for CREAMLINE here. They're going to go to Tots. And Tots puts it away. 25 big points for the three-time MVP.
This is where championship experience comes into play. You can be up by as much as 3-4 points. But if you relax and commit these errors, you will definitely feel the nerves against a team like CREAMLINE.
You've got to be mentally strong in situations like these. 2-1 for the Cool Smashers. Inside the Phil Sports Arena as we calm down in between the sets 3 and we're about to start set 4. 31 minutes in that third set. 25-22, the same score line that CREAMLINE had in sets 1 and sets 3. Sets 1 and 3 rather. What an exciting match it has been so far, and only a couple of things have decided these sets, Liam.
Receive. I mean, if I were to describe it in one word, it would really be reception. Especially on the side of AKARI, they almost had it in the bag. But yung mga last few points just really made it very difficult for them to attack the defense of CREAMLINE.
Service errors was the story earlier, but CREAMLINE could lose their set, but this time it's reception. That's been shaky for AKARI. Let's look at the numbers and break it down for us here.
CREAMLINE fell on top in the attacking category. Yung blocking na AKARI nung set number 2 nawala. They weren't able to register any kill block, but they were able to keep their errors at bay. Only 4 for CREAMLINE. They had 8 errors, so that's 9, 8, and 8. That's a total of 25.
Talagang yung classic CREAMLINE fashion.
But they get to compensate
because of their attacks. Yeah, exactly. Again, that's really their game plan.
Tots Carlos already has 25 points.
And 10 of them came in that third set. And didn't she go out, right? She went out still. As she is 3 points away from her PVL career high. We'll talk more about that later. Actually, her UAP career high is even higher. So we'll get to that point later on. But first, fourth set is underway. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Kaina King Su roaming the Phil Sports Arena for this premier matchup between Creamline Pro Smashers, who are on a 16-game winning streak, and the AKARI Chargers, who are looking for their first win. But there's definitely some great improvement in the AKARI play, Neil, that we are seeing right now.
First game pa lang when they took set number 1 against the Signal Spikers, we already knew that they will be more competitive this season. We know that they can probably be one of the teams that can challenge the upper teams para makapasok dun sa top
4. 6 points by Panaga on this run, but not the gun. Nice drop ball. Spot. 1 on.
There's 12 points for Jennifer. Make it 13 after that service ace.
Those are not accidental. Those are all targeted. Really getting into the head of Paige Pisperos.
So Genesis will be coming in for the very first time as an outside hitter. Kanina, she was a service specialist, but now she will be a hitter.
At saka agad ang inatake. Itong si Gemma, and they get a free ball out of it. And a scrape at the net by AKARI. Another tough start. This is how they started. The third set, they were down 4 early. Just made a comeback. Gemma saw the new girl come in. And Gemma served it to her right away.
AKARI had to bring back their set number 2 performance. And they just need to step up again pagdating sa net defense.
Another broken play there. And another gaping hole.
There will be challenge on the side of AKARI. For sure, it will be football violation against Kyle Negrito. I think I saw that, so I was waiting for that challenge.
Okay. Stop the momentum also. That will be their 4th point if this is an unsuccessful challenge. What is the score here? With our 4th set, Creamline doesn't want any extensions. And they don't want a blemish in their record. They have a clean 16-game winning streak so far. Let's see what you saw. Is that correct? Oh, no. It's not considered.
The toes of Kyle Negrito was still on the line. And kailangan buong paa yung nakatapak across.
So, which means 4-1. 1 challenge left for AKARI. That's it. From behind. Oh, overcompensating on that one, but there was a touch on the net. Set and Panaga. Panaga also stepped on Set's foot there. Both of them acknowledging it. 5-1. So Coach Rafi has to call timeout.
Bakit? Diba? So, ang nangyari ngayon, pinapatay natin yung momentum ng kalaban. So, importante, gawin muna natin kung ano yung importante para may play tayo. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
timeout from Coach Rafi Mosuela. Ayaw niya nang mapalayo to because the 4-point lead for Creamline is already big.
It's the biggest lead, actually. The biggest lead we've had is 5, and that one belonged to AKARI earlier on in the second set. The second set that they won. Creamline had a 4-point lead, and that is matched right now. Good timeout by Coach Rafi, producing a point, the 10th for Dindin Santiago Manabat.
It has been balanced in terms of numbers pagdating sa AKARI. Sharma is the leading scorer with 11 points, followed by Dindin Santiago Manabat with 10. Soltones and Nisperos with 8 apiece.
Let's check in with Kyla Kimsey right now. Kyla.
Manil, besides thoughts, Carlos, you also spoke about Gemma Galanza consistently being one of Creamline's best offensive options. As she closed out that third set with all the tricks up her sleeve, and earlier today she told me that defense, speed, and their smarts will be their best friends. With AKARI having that evident height advantage, Gemma says that they are going double time on coverage, a challenge even their newest recruits, Denden and Bea, are currently undertaking, with the Chargers really attacking from every possible angle. Now, if Creamline has Gemma, AKARI also snatched a gem with Gretchen Soltones, who went on a run in the previous set. Before this matchup, Gretch told me that what she brings to her team is energy and hopes to use this to lead the charge for her girls all the way through. Now, with a match this time and pressure packed, which team will prevail? We'll have to see. Now, this report is brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now or watch via PilipinasLive.com and experience PVL games live in HD and commercial-free anytime and anywhere in the world. Let's go back to this game with this service.
Gemma Galanza with 13 points, and Gretchen Soltones with 8, the two players that Kyla Kingsu was just talking about. Right now the score is 3 serving 6. Trisha Genesis scoring a point in that previous rally. And Pons able to use the net as an ally in that approach. 2 points for the former FEU. Stand out. Wala makikita natin yung mga Adamson na natin ngayon. Ito na, mga FEU. Vargas earlier, Bernadette Pons, and Domingo.
Mr. Sato is also back in the rotation for the Bull Smashers. This line attack of AKARI, I mean, I guess kailangan medyo mas mabilis because when you give a loop of a set to set Domingo, it's easy for the middle blocker of Creamline and the left wing spider to time it well.
Inside the Phil Sports Arena, Creamline fans are going nuts here while we're waiting for this timeout to end. Oh, by the way, good news mga kapatid, makapanood na rin tayo ngayon sa pinakabagong free-to-air channel na talaga namang para sa Pinoy, ang RPTV. Tutok na sa Analog TV Channel 9, DTT Channel 19, at higit 300 cable at satellite providers nationwide at Signal Play. Back to the action. 3-8, make that 4-8, Trisha Genesis.
She's also one of those all-around players. Galing Adamson, tatak Adamson, yeah, she receive. She can also defend well.
Domingo now. Going up against her former team. Nice serve for her. Gemma easily takes it. Rebound goes to her. Din goes from the right pin. Bernadette again. Nice reaction there by Jaja. Rachel Sultanes, we haven't heard from her in a while. Good dive by Lazaro Revilla. Pons with a push. Rachel asking for it. Sumilip sa depensa. Pump set. Pons. Too low.
Ken wanted to go to zone 1 and take advantage of the block of Jaja Maraginot.
2 straight points by Akari to keep it close here. 5 serving 8.
Service.
That straight into the net.
4-point lead still for the Blue Smashers here in second and fourth.
Interim head coach Rafi Venezuela down a set. Overpass. Good reaction by Ban, but Jaja couldn't get to it.
Has been the thorn on the side of Akari. Every time they get the lead, especially in the previous set, the moment that they commit an overpass at the time that it snowballs the other skill sets. Kaya itong CREAMLINE, they really take advantage of itong mga botched passes or shot passes.
Bang for coverage. No black touch. Sorry, it was a black touch, but they're going to challenge it. Coach Sherwin will. The question now is, did it come? Because they challenged late already. There were like 3 sequences that happened after.
That can be denied. I believe that will not be allowed.
And I think that's what Herbert Matematico, our up referee or first referee, is explaining.
Kailangan mabilis talaga yung pag-press ng buzzer if you want to challenge mid-rally.
Kaya naman gumalaw si Coach Sherwin. Medyo mabagal.
That challenge will be denied.
So nang tumuro siya, medyo dumaan na yung dalawang play. Ow! Great reaction there by Jaja. Chance here again for CREAMLINE. Gemma! The rebound coming back to her. I think the set, correct me if I'm wrong, Neil, a bit close for Gemma's liking. Goes to the net, I mean. Oof, there's a challenge here, yeah.
By Dindin Santiago Manabat, they will be challenging for a net match violation. I believe that was a very clean
stop block.
Yeah.
But the luxury of a challenge, so we use it. Net fault. Challenge is what CREAMLINE is on probably Dindin Santiago Manabat, but it looked like a clear block. Again, Gemma, a bit too close to the net, if I'm not mistaken, from the pump pass by Dindin Lazaro Revilla. Oh, yeah, clean.
Again, a clean block, double block from Akari.
But now there's long arms of Sharma and Santiago. Coach Sherwood will follow it up with a timeout.
Wala tayong receive, wala tayong pagpipilian dyan. Win din to eh. Kasi, middle. So, pilitin natin makareceive. Kung wala man receive, pwede mag-back dito, pwede dito. Pero ready naman pala dito. Sato, galaw tayo sa to.
Yes.
Tingin kayo na long. Long. Long, tingin kayo. Long.
Ready ako ba?
Ha? Nasa kabila yung bola, dahan-dahan lang. Eyeball din naman yung siset eh. Ha? Let's go. Let's go. Atake tayo. Olin! Pinay!
Coach Sherwood caught in that timeout, even with a 3-point lead, just to reorganize their offense more than anything. Eliza has not made her way back also to the lineup. Tots Carlos, Bernadette Ponce right there. Tots with 25 points on 23 attacks. Also has not come back, Michelle Cobb, because of the steady play of Jaja Maraguinot, but she sends that to the net, and that is painful.
Can't seem to get over that 4-point lead of the Cool Smashers. They will come up with good points, then they will commit an error. So naninegate din yung advantage nila. And again, this is my favorite rotation sa side ng AKARI. Kompleto pagdating sa depensa at saka sa offense. But now Gretchen Soltones will go to the back row, and it will be Trisha Genesis.
Wow, Gretchen could not believe it.
Consecutive errors on the service line for the Chargers. Coach Rafi Masuela clearly unhappy.
Nine service errors for AKARI in the match. Oh, what a great first ball, but a great dig there by Ponce. Counter-attack on a 26-point by Bernadette Ponce. Deal if you're AKARI. You've executed perfectly on offense, and it still leads to a CREAMLINE point. Look at that. Wonderful execution on the combination play. They did not expect that ball to come back.
Tots Carlos with
27.
27.
She's a point away from her PVL career high. That's a tough set. Very tight. That's a point for AKARI.
There was a violation on Gemma Galanza. Yes, it was Gemma Galanza on the net touch.
And it was called initially by Danielle Parada, our down referee.
Dapat above. CREAMLINE was contesting the set of Jaja Maraguinot. They were saying that it was an illegal attack. But again, the first referee said that it was his judgment call.
Right.
Nonetheless, there was a net violation on Gemma
And
Galanza.
that's where AKARI gets their point from that net fault. Negrito oversetting it. Third error for her. Down to 3 again. 5 was the biggest lead in this set. Gemma in the middle. Pinball. Gemma Galanza with 14 points.
Always steady. Cannot question the stability of what Gemma Galanza dito sa rotation ng CREAMLINE.
The one true constant of CREAMLINE. 15 points in her previous match, 14 tonight. Bang will send it to Genesis. Rafi Masuela asking for a double. Din.
That was way off to her liking. Sulitin din sa Tiago Maraman. Medyo pitin yung set. So that she can also go to that deep cross-court angle.
That's a tough angle to work with. Lead back to 5. 2 straight points for CREAMLINE trying to close this out. Very close to the net. Trisha gets this one this time. Ponce off the rebound. Overpass again, bang, was there. Still cannot take advantage. It is Stotts. Play goes on, and Gemma digs it up. Carlos, cross court. Creamline in the long exchange. Winning again. So many complaints happening left and right. Creamline with the biggest lead of either team in the match. Smashers with the biggest lead of the match at 16-10 right now. Looking to close out their former teammate, who is now with the AKARI Chargers. Ted Domingo still working the chemistry between her and Jaja and Michelle Cobb, the setters of AKARI. You see the promise like that. When they get it right, it's a tremendous swing that Ted Domingo has, really. Look at that.
Elevation as well.
The power that she generates. Mitch Cobb is back. Ellie Sawyer back also for AKARI. 11 serving 16. Thoughts? Cross court. She now, establishes her new career high at 29 points. She is
1 point away
from the 30-point club.
mark.
Yes, her previous career high was 28. That was both 2 games. The PVL finals came to of the second All-Filipino Conference, which means it was recently, and she also had a 28-point performance in the 2022 Open Conference. Not only does she have a career high, a new one, she now enters and joins the 30-point club. Another cross-court attack. And here's now the other target. Her high as a volleyball player is actually 32 in the UAAP, and that was season 80 against UST. So that's her new target now. Ay, hindi pala. Sorry. Ang target niya is 14 ni Neil Flores.
Abot. Even if you score
In the last 7 points.
maybe next time.
Bigyan muna natin ang panahon.
Sato! Bueno, tip-tip!
Got everything now rolling. For the Creamline Cool Smashers, Sato-san dances at the net. seems right now insurmountable in the context of what's happening. As CREAMLINE seems to be rolling. It is also the 4th set. And this girl,
30 big points in 4 sets.
new career high in the PVL. At inalis pa ni Coach Sherwin yan, nung second set, was it the second set or third set rather? 56% also by Tots Carlos attack efficiency. Very high.
So it will score a point of that top spin confusion between Calmegrino and Gemma Galanza.
What do you do if you're AKARI, Neil, here?
Just take it 1 point at a time, really. You try your best to get continuous check balls on that and avoid these types of errors.
That's out for Tots, looking for an ace.
This is the biggest lead for CREAMLINE that they have maintained throughout this match. They are poised to get win number 2 and join the other teams in our current top 4. And we have the Cherry Eagle crossovers, the PLDT high-speed hitters, and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, all with 2 wins apiece.
2014. AKARI taking a set off of Signal, taking a set off of CREAMLINE, but still searching for that first win. Net touch. And for Sultanes, that will be an her 11-point football.
It wasn't a net touch, it was a football violation. So AKARI still in this game, 5 points away from tying things up.
1 point at a time cliche is now applicable to them. Good pass. Sato for the second time.
AKARI needs to patch up these balls. Pagdating sa backcourt defense nila, hindi lang yung drop ball ni Risa Sato, but even the soft touches of the other attackers of the Cool Smashers have been converted into points in this game.
See how she cocked that arm back like she was going to hit it strong, and then the feathery touch. Tots Carlos is taken out of the match. Might be her last point already, her 30-point marker. CV Sharma. You know, she's been asking for the ball earlier when Jaja was the one setting, and Jaja kept going to wing left, wing right, wing left. And no surprise that when her former teammate comes in. And this is just to reinforce the point, diba? Sabi mo nga, sometimes the setter-spiker connection talaga. Whether it's because they have history together, yung tiwala. But good.
CV Sharma still is the leading scorer for the Chargers with 13.
Oh, the broken plays kanina, di siya natibigyan. And now Jaja is back. Six is the lead. But sabi rin ni Coach Rafi kanina during an earlier timeout, during these long exchanges, diba? You can also go to the middle in the transition para lang pampagulat minsan. 17-22, 5-point lead. B9 is 3 points away.
Carlos has been very efficient today, a 56% conversion rate, 29 out of 52 attempts.
30 points. Din. And that's the difference. But CREAMLINE keeps going to their middles.
That's 2 points for the Cool Splashers. Siyempre, overall, naging maganda naman. Nakuha namin yung panalo. Pero importante, yung ready kami sa lahat ng situation para kung ano man yung mangyari sa loob ng court, ready. So, medyo dikitan talaga yung laban. Tapos, naglaro na yung mga baguhan namin. Hopefully, mas madami pang opportunities sa game. Makakapaglaro sila. So, step by step lang ng konti. So, overall, okay naman. Kasi yung AKARI hindi rin basta-basta. Kasi yung recruitment nila maganda. Maganda yung recruitment nila ngayong conference. So, may mga lapses, pero ma-work naman.
Thank you, Coach. For Bea and also Dandan, this is technically your CREAMLINE debut. Kamusta lang yung overall feeling to be able to play in this game?
Sobrang saya ko po and sobrang grateful na nabigyan ako ng opportunity today makapaglaro. And yun, sobrang masaya lang po talaga ako na nakapag-contribute po ako today.
How about you, Dan?
No, but really, I'm so happy to be a part of this team and thank you sa coaching staff and sa teammates ko for the trust they've given me. Sobrang gaan yung feeling makapaglaro today and thank you for the opportunity, Coach. Pinipray na kami ng maigi for today.
Thank you. The floor is open for questions.
And then, ano lang masasabi niyo sa system ni Coach Sherwin and kamusta naman yung adjustments?
From where the system I was used to before, mas mabilis talaga siya. Medyo maraming pagkakaiba, pero yun, personally, I like it naman na nakaka-adjust naman na kami konti-konti. And yun, thank you lang rin talaga sa coaches na sinatsaga nila kami pa-konti-konti na makuha talaga yung sistema.
It's a stark contrast from the system we came from. Pero yun nga, they drill us really hard in training. Very helpful yung teammates namin, especially pag nagsiscrimmage, drills, and yung coaches, they're very patient with us, adjusting to their system.
For Bea and Dandan, so technically you've been reunited with Eliza and Ella to go to complete that season 77 reunion of the Ateneo champion team. So how does it feel na finally you got them to play with Eliza and Sunela and just getting that Ateneo connection back here?
Ako, I never thought na makakapaglaro pa ako with them. So I'm really grateful to be a part of this team. Na winelcome nila ako. I was given the opportunity to be a part of this team. And it's just so easy to integrate myself because they know me so well. Kaya nag-translate rin siya sa dalawa on the court.
Well, same rin kaya doon na hindi ko nakakalain na makakapagsama-sama pa ulit kami. Pero, yun, kampante siya sa feeling ko kasi alam ko na kahit anong mangyayari, may sasalo sa akin. Tingin mo sa, kahit sa court, nandiyan naman si Ate Lai. Si Ate Els, nasa likuran mo lang rin, literally, si Ate. So, yun, napakagaan sa loob ko na nandiyan lang sila. Lahat ng seniors ko.
We also have your best player of the game, Tots Carlos, with a new pro career high of 31 points. Tots, ano lang din masasabi mo sa performance mo tonight?
Masaya po ako. Hindi, natutuwa ako kasi napakaganda ng laro and sakto lang talaga na yung situation, ganun. So, masaya lang ako na pinagsiserve yung mission si Coach Sherwin. Pero yun po, lagi naman kami ready. Lagi ko naman sinasabi na kung hindi dahil sa mga tiwala ng teammates tsaka ng mga coaches, ng management, hindi naman talaga kami mag-e-excel ng ganito. So, nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng support, lalo na yung mga fans, sa lahat ng support na binibigay nila sa amin. Tsaka po ni Bam Bam.
Ilang taon mo ring kalaban si Bea at si Denden? Ano lang pakiramdam na on the same side for once? Ganyan.
nila. And masaya ako na paunti-unti na a-adapt na yung sistema, nasasama na sila sa lahat ng ginagawa ng team. So, yun, natutuwa kami kasi additional na, yun nga, competition and also additional na tulong pag kailangan sige.
That's with your 31-point outing for today's game. And then the previous na nag-give namin na interview because ikaw yung laging lead scorer. Is there any added pressure for the upcoming games to perform less or just serves as a motivation na to perform every game with the same intensity?
Well, ang mindset naman lagi namin na sinasabi ni Coach na after one game tapos na kasi napakahaba ng season, napakadaming team. So, every time na matapos namin yung isang laro, natapos na yung trabaho, mindset na kami to the next game. So, hindi naman lahat ng games pare-pareho yung sitwasyon. So, yun, ready lang naman kami palagi eh. Wala namang kaso sa amin kung sino nakakascore, sino hindi. Tulong-tulong yan. Kaya naman nakakascore yung isang player dahil sa tulong ng mga teammates namin.
Your former team has a strong fan base, but today, how was it to be really warmly welcomed by the CREAMLINE fans out there in your debut?
Feels really good. Yun nga, parang hindi lang yung team yung nag-welcome sa amin, pati yung fans ng CREAMLINE, very welcoming, very supportive. Yeah, it feels good.
Well, same na rin naman na sobrang ilit na pagtanggap sa amin dito and sobrang thankful din talaga kami na nabibigyan kami ng opportunity dito. So yun, thank you rin talaga sa kanila na chinir na lang kami today.
Coach, sabi niya last time parang umungat nga po yung level of competition dahil na palakas lahat ng team. At saka back-to-back games din, medyo napalaban po kayo. So, ano pong sasabi niya na kahit napapalaban yung game, 2-0 start pa rin?
Yung team naman ng CREAMLINE, everyday naman, yung target namin ma-improve sa training, sa mga games. Yun lang naman yung target namin. Yung panalo na nakuha namin, pinagtatrabahuan talaga ng mga players. So, mag-improve pa kami siguro. Pag yun yung target namin. Pag nag-training kami, kasi yung game, medyo veteran teams yung CREAMLINE, so makaka-adjust na sila. So, yun lang naman.
But, have you seen the best of thoughts already? O meron pa na lang?
Ako ba?
Tayo.
Sorry.
Have you seen the best of thoughts already? Or meron pa?
Honestly, yung nilalaro ko ngayon, even hindi ako makapaniwala. Pero, yun nga, dahil nga sa mga tulong ng mga coaches, kasi grabe talaga yung suporta ng mga teammates ko sa ng mga coaches na walang pressure, training lang lagi. So, ako naman, lagi lang ako, gusto ko lang matututo ako palagi sa lahat ng games. Hindi lang naman dumadaan lang yung games. Personally, may mga natutunan din naman ako sa mga ganitong sitwasyon, anong gagawin. So, yun, honestly, gusto ko pang matuto pa. Yun po.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Bea. Thank you, Tots. Thank you, Dad. Congrats.